Season 2, Episode 69. Action. Oh, how's it going, YouTube? DMTombstone back here with another episode of DMTombstone Live for you guys. A little earlier than normal, but hey, better early than late, huh? Most times I always post it late, but at least we got a little bit somewhat okay. Well, still around noon, you know. Hold on one second. As you guys know, when I do DM Tombstone Live, it's unsanctioned, uncensored. Anything that happens, to try to keep it family friendly as possible. And give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Looks like we got sound. That's good. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, again, when I do DM Tombstone Live, it's unsanctioned, uncensored. Anything that happens, to try to keep it family friendly as possible. And if you are enjoying my live streams, make sure to hit the like button because I'll be keeping track of it right right there. Yep. I see it. You guys don't. But anyway, yeah. And as well, if you're new to my channel, want to know what I'm all about, especially with the bad boys right behind me, check out my main channel, around 700 some videos, where I do reviews on them. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Think it. I'm 4 subscribers away from reaching 900, guys. Come on, help me out. But not just help me out, help you out too. After all, when I reach 900, unfortunately, Sammy won. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about Night of Champions. But before we continue with that, there you guys. Once I do reach 900, I want to do a belt giveaway. But anyway, let's talk about Night of Champions. Since that happened just right after I finished posting up last DM Tombstone Live. Yeah, spoiler alert, if y'all haven't seen Night of Champions yet, I recommend maybe pausing this live stream and go look it up here on Netflix or the ESPN app or something like that. But anyway, I'm going to give you guys a minute before we do all that. Night of Champions, most belts weren't even defended. Yes, of course. Hell, there was only like 6 matches, and only 3 titles were defended. It was the U.S. for both the men and the women's, and only the undisputed WWE title. No tags, no IC, not even the world title. And out of this entire this entire show, only 1 title changed hands out of the 3. But surprisingly, Obafemi has won the King of the Ring. So now we've been wondering, who is he going to face? Will he face Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title? Or will he fight for the undisputed WWE title? Who's to know? But anyway, as well, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. And Liv Morgan making the biggest mistake of her life when Danhausen came out, interrupting him, to which he curses her. And she just slaps the guy. Knowing you're already done screwed up. Once she was cursed, I was like, thank God, that means she ain't gonna win. But she came real damn close too. Wouldn't it be technically smarter to wrestle Sammy because if he picks Roman, he would have to deal with the entire bloodline. But there's always Brock Lesnar or Obi. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're probably going to set up to have Oba Femi take on Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, in the end, they do the Danhausen's curse. You on TikTok? No, I'm not on TikTok. I mean, I don't barely do shorts. All I do is mostly YouTube stuff.
These three ladies can take care of those little guys, and I can get their clothes on the phone. I can sit right
so Io Sky wins the crown, and before it even goes to the next segment, obviously I think his name is Brian Saxton, and I mean congratulates Io Sky for winning the crown, and then she says she's gonna see Liv again at SummerSlam. Not even a few minutes of winning the crown, she's gonna face Liv Morgan for the world title. I mean, probably because Liv isn't gonna do shit with that title. Then comes the steel cage match. Seth versus Braun Breaker.
Turns out Caitlin Nelson has
I mean,
rap sheet. In fact, there was an active warning.
Before the match even starts, Steph comes out and starts throwing weapons in the ring.
Their children.
No, there's going to be any match. There's going to be a strap fight.
They're closing the business down. So if you don't have to rush.
Later interviews with parents highlight horrific details about their children suffering from nightmares and not being able to sleep in the dark. Carla Marie Faye was found guilty of 26 counts of child without injury, a felony count of attempting to influence a public servant, and another misdemeanor charge of obstructing a peace officer. She's been sentenced to 6 years in prison and is currently eligible for parole, with the hearing set for August 2025. Caitlin Nelson pled guilty to 26 counts of child without injury and one felony count of possession of controlled substances. Though she failed to show up for her court date, something she's done for several charges in the past, Caitlin was sentenced to 365 days in jail, with credit for 135 days of time served and 4 years of probation.
Wow.
The probation requires her to complete a substance evaluation and comply with the recommended treatment, monitored sobriety, complete a child evaluation with the recommended treatment, and do 200 hours of community service. Chrissy.
Are you watching Vince documentary? No, I'm watching something on YouTube. I have seen the Vince McMahon stuff, like watching the Mr. McMahon documentary. Yeah, I've seen that.
Attempting to influence a public servant and a misdemeanor charge of obstructing a peace officer. She was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison, with an additional 3 years of parole, which she is currently on. Valerie Fresquez, another employee in the daycare, pleaded guilty to 26 counts of child without injury and took a plea deal that required her to testify against her former colleagues. She received a 2-year deferred sentence in March 2021 that she completed in March 2023, allowing her to withdraw the guilty plea with all charges.
Yeah, just watch some stuff on YouTube, because normally I was going to play, some WWE, but I played a bit of it and started to get bored of it. But now, let's see. I'll probably check to see if they got lost tapes on here. Shit, I did not want that. No. I want lost. No. Shit. Yeah, but as well, so the steel cage match. Straight up, Seth was starting to throw weapons into the ring. And then once he did, I'm gonna hit pause on that for a second. Then there's the match with start with Braun Breaker. And I say none of them tried to escape at all. Straight up, it was just straight up fighting. The rules stated, yeah, you could escape the cage, but I don't think there was no need to escape. Back and forth. Seth getting hit with multiple spears. Is Breaker buried? Not sure. But I feel like they need to do something with him. But yeah. Braun. Eventually, Seth started going for his eye in that a lot in the match. So eventually, he started to get a cut on his face near his eye. It started to bleed. Obviously, that wasn't supposed to happen because thing was he got cut the hard way. If Aunt Millie's Bread knows about anything about how wrestling is done, for someone to bleed, there's two ways of doing it. There's the easy way and there's the hard way. The easy way is basically with the blade, which there was none nearby. But the hard way is basically to have someone deliberately cut you open. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. Yep. Love you, bro. Hey, love you too, man. Where's Frank been? Oh, Frank's been in Ohio, ever since the loss of his brother and mom. Now he's down in Ohio living with his aunt, hopefully to build up more of his life down there. But he'll be coming back here in a couple months. And, I'm gonna turn this down a bit. Yeah, I decided to maybe watch some Lost Tapes, old show on the Animal Planet about cryptids and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah. So Braun ended up getting cut open. the hard way. So basically, that wasn't attended to. Gets hit with a spear. He spears himself basically through a table. Then Seth hits him with a stomp. He kicks out, but then he's still asking for more. Seth hits him with the avalanche stomp, as they call it. Basically, him doing an attempt to stomp while on top rope is what then put Braun down. Then Chupacabra. But yeah. I was. Hold on. Oh, yeah. But yeah, that was a good match. I'll say that. But then that means all the other matches would be like the title matches. I think the next one was the men's U.S. title. It was Trick Williams versus Absolute Ricky Saints. And straight up, Ricky Saints started by trying to get rid of Little Yanni from Trick's side by taking a stick, smacking off the steel chair, and pretending to fall down, pulling an Eddie Guerrero moment off of him to get Little Yanni, ejected from the match. So now it'd be more fair. Then again, let's see what else is there.
Was a video. Their daughter Ava's birthday.
And as well, Ricky tries to pull every trick move in the book to try to win the title, but then Trick outdoes him and then hits him with a trick shot, pin him a 1, 2, 3.
The second gift was a letter stating that a coyote had hired to smuggle them across the border. The journey was more dangerous than any could have imagined. These were their tapes. Pero los tres, que los tres. No, se los mija, we're going to the United States.
So, guys, would you go to the Saudi for a PLE? I barely leave the United States. What makes you think I'm going to leave the country, go to Saudi Arabia, where God forbid I'm going to do something normal for me, which could be illegal to them? But yeah.
It looked a lot like this creature found dead in Cuero last year. The Texas State first reported to be a coyote. My first thing, see a lot of things to go to Monday is that you're getting a fear in people that can turn into hysteria and might be dangerous. Either fight, okay, look at it.
What's that explanation thing you do for something like this?
We're not there ready for this.
Jesus, it was the work of the chupacabra.
The Chupacabra. Bad Dan returns. Can't wait. Yeah, indeed. Hopefully we get that going. Maybe there's a chance Bad Dan may return. But yeah, we'll say indeed we'll have a. Okay. Yeah, I definitely will agree about that, about Bad Dan returning. Hopefully, we get it going again. But yeah, will Bad Dan return to the ring? Obviously, I'm pretty sure Bad Dan may eventually return. There all maybe there was some unfinished business to attend to from where he left off. But yeah. Anyway, as well about the U.S. now the women's U.S. title match. A lot of people suspecting Tiffany Stratton was going to have a lot to fight for in this against Jade Cargill because Jade Cargill already took the women's title from her and was hoping now to take the U.S. title from her. Pardon me. But yeah. Anyway, so the women's title match, it was coming close back and forth until B-Fab and Michin of Jade's side get involved to try to get the title off Tiffany. But then out comes a little help from Chelsea Green that came out of the from underneath the ring, throwing Michin and B-Fab off the mat, off the ring, and near the timekeeper's area before Jade sees and throws her into the ring. But little as you know, as well, Chelsea Green brought the U.S. title in the ring with her after Jade threw her inside. He's going to attack her. With a bit of a distraction, Jade sees the fact that U.S. title is in the ring, and she was going to think about using it as a weapon against Tiffany. But before she could grab the title, out comes Charlotte Flair to take the advantage away from her, causing her to lose the match because uh, Charlotte would then take the title and smack it off Jade Cargill while the ref wasn't looking. We'll just watch the next part. To which then Tiffany hits the prettiest moonsault and wins the match via pinfall. So Tiffany retains the title. So now we got all these title matches that have all the retaining champion so far. Then we come to the main event. The triple threat match for the undisputed WWE Championship. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, defending his title against the Ring General, aka Gunther, the career killer, versus Sami Zayn, the last good guy. The last real good guy. As far as we know. And of course, sorry.
Sport Tom Balance, Martin Santino, were on patrol west of the Dallas.
But anyway, yeah. As we as we've seen the match, it's first having Sammy come out dressed in all the in his Saudi Arabia like dressings like that whatever the hell they call those things, like the robe and the hat cover, because he is part Muslim. Well, he's a part Arabic. He's an Arabic Canadian wrestler, and obviously he was always loved by the Saudi people. Then out comes Gunther. Then of course the American Dream, or no, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Then it was gone either way. Majority of the time, Gunther was throwing Sammy out of the ring to try to prevent him from getting involved in the match whatsoever. Like hits him and then throws him out because he wants to get a win from Cody Rhodes. Cody and Sammy every now and then fight each other, then take on Gunther. Gunther being like a Terminator, you hit him with everything you got, and he always comes back. But near the end, Gunther was going to put the sleeper onto Sammy. Sammy reverses it and puts it on Gunther. And Cody ends up grabbing both the men and hit him with the crossroads to both of them. But then he was going to go again for Sammy. Sammy actually reversed the crossroads. And put the crossroads on Cody during this time. But then when Cody was going to hit him with another crossroads, Sammy's been hit with everything and still didn't give up. Well, this one.
Exposure, stroke, and dehydration is frequent causes of death. However, the evidence here pointed to something far more mysterious. Oh God! This one got the same thing. 3 puncture wounds and no blood.
Wow. Try to save the drainage victim's blood from check out internal organs. Damn. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So, hey, Lindsey, Greg, welcome to the live stream. Anyway, I was talking about this matchup. So, Sammy, just before he gets hit with the crossroads, slips out and does a roll up pin, and then the ref going 1, 2, 3. And out of my shock, Sami Zayn wins the match. So, guys, we have a new undisputed WWE champion, and it's Sami Zayn. In front of his people of Saudi Arabia, Sami Zayn finally, after 10 long years in his career in the WWE, he's finally become a world champion and now is a Grand Slam champion. He joins a mighty few that have earned that claim. Obviously, John Cena being the most recent one, after winning the IC title, to be one of many to be a Grand Slam champion. But now Sami Zayn has earned his spot in that many few that become a Grand Slam champion. So I do say congratulations on Sami Zayn. He definitely did deserve to become a world champion.
Which is a statement when the government had to stand to severe storm. Most cryptozoologists believe the tuber to be a close relative of the ion, a primate from Madagascar that resembles a raccoon. Others speculate that chupacabra are alien creatures. On occasion, there have been UFO sightings at the same location as chupacabra attacks.
But yeah, I would agree. Some people maybe some people didn't like Sami Zayn to win the title. But to me, I feel glad that at least he finally, after a long time in the WWE and always seems to be busting his ass, he definitely deserved to become a world champion. Pez, hi, Jam. Hi, Pez. How are you? Welcome to the live stream, man. Finally glad to see you here. Was I doing something? Oh, yeah, I put that phone away. But yeah, yeah, nice to meet you, Pez. Welcome to the live stream. I was just giving my thoughts on the Night of Champions. And if you have seen it, I mean, I was just talking about it, we have a brand new undisputed WWE champion, and it's Sami Zayn. Surprisingly, he has pinned Cody Rhodes and has become the WWE champion. Now, people thinking, there's some people suspecting something else. Go to the gym, fool. Talk about me go to the gym. Man, I work out more than probably you ever did in your life. It's funny. You're gonna talk about stuff like me like that, man. I don't take that stuff lightly. I just got back from getting lunch, so I'm not talking because it's because I'm eating. Okay, no problem. Hey, Holly the Wolf. Hey, Holly the Wolf. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I too just got done eating lunch as well. But tell you what, so just if you think you could just bully me on live streams and that, I could just take away your messages. No one's gonna care about you. No one's gonna even. If you're gonna come in here just to troll me, man, and just talk shit, you don't deserve to be on my live streams. That's all you ever gonna do. Want to try to troll people on the live streams and that? You're just an idiot. A low life scumbag that just wants to try to make everybody's day worse because his day can't get. Probably because he can't get none from his girl, if he even has a girl. Some 40-year-old that's probably living in the basement with his mom. Ain't that right, something? Oh. But yeah, I was just talking about watching the Champions last night, and that was a good show. And it was a shock to see Sami Zayn become the new undisputed WWE champion. But as well, and of course, after that show, as well later last night was Collision. Sorry about that. Yeah, but was watching Collision as well, and it was an okay show. And building up for tonight, which I think tonight is the Forbidden Door. I'm not mistaken. I'm not a Sammy fan. Would rather either Cody or Gunther champion. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just glad the fact they had Sami Zayn's been wrestling for WWE for over 10 years now. And I think he kind of deserved it. I mean, for his hard work in the WWE and the stuff he's going through, I think he deserved to at least win the title at least just once. And the chances are he's not even going to hold that title for long. He's got to be nowhere compared to Cody holding the title for over a year. Because I was watching a WrestleMania. I didn't get home till 7 p.m. from work yesterday and watched it then. But yeah, I do say I'm pretty sure they're going to give Sammy the exact same treatment as they did for Kofi Kingston. When he won it, he held it for a little while until they give it to him to face Brock Lesnar, and he ends up losing the title within seconds. That's probably what I'm going to see what's going to happen with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn ain't going to hold the title for a long time. Maybe a couple weeks, if not yet a month or two, before he ends up dropping the title to somebody. To who, we're not sure. But obviously they want to. I'm pretty sure with Cody Rhodes, he wasn't going to stick around WWE for a while. He's set, like they said in WrestleMania, his contract with WWE right now is probably going to be his final contract, and he's going to move on to probably Hollywood along with Roman.
Cause of death, Mr. and Mrs. Ramirez. It's not known.
Yeah, I get. Now that you want to stay after your own.
Hey, glad you got here. We got two deceased here, and I got one little girl in the truck.
Does Oba choose Sammy or Roman? We're not sure about that. He did say who he was going to face, but we're going to probably figure out either on Monday on Raw or next Friday on SmackDown. But ain't that he's going to choose Roman Reigns? I mean, it's kind of fitting that you would think he would choose Roman over Sami Zayn. But after all, because Sami Zayn just won the damn title, unless they're going to choose it for him to be decimated nearly at SummerSlam by Obafemi, then have him battle up against Brock Lesnar at the end. Who knows? But we do know that Io Sky is going to have a rematch against Liv Morgan at SummerSlam, but this time the title's on the line and not the crown. But yeah. I mean, after all, if she did face a world champion for the Queen of the Ring crown and beat her, means that she could probably beat her again and take the title from her. But who's to say? But yeah, Obafemi didn't say which champion he was going to face. But then again, he is on Monday Night Raw, so there's a possibility. I'm going to say 70% of my thought he's going to pick Roman. That's just me. 70% is for him to pick Roman. While the other 30 is definitely have the thought of maybe he will pick Sammy if Cody does not announce the rematch clause. If they still have that for him to get his rematch against Sami Zayn, who's to know? And I do see stuff on Facebook about how Gunther was basically putting his hands on Nick Aldis. It looks like they're building up something between Aldis and Gunther. I mean, who's to say if that even is going to happen or not?
Very much like
Yeah. I'll be eating for a bit, but I'm still here. No problem. But obviously, there's two things that are happening here tonight as well. On the regular CW, there's gonna be it's gonna be a pay-per-view for NXT. It's NXT's Great American Bash. That's on live tonight. But as well tonight is AEW's Forbidden Door. That's gonna be on HBO Max or on pay-per-view and that. I'm gonna try to see if I can have a way to watch both because it's gonna be quite difficult, hard to watch it like on my phone or on the TV at the same time. But I've done it before. I can pretty sure try to watch both at the same time, see how that goes. And there, guys. Mark Britt on Forbidden Door, we got the Owen Hart finals for both the men and the females. Obviously, it's the CEO Mercedes Moné taking on this some character. I forgot her name. A star or something. But obviously, there was also Will Ospreay is going to take on Swerve Strickland in the finals of the match, and I'm going to assume all these are going to be one hell of a match. I'll tell you that for sure. There's also tapes, but yeah, and there's also I think there's going to be a couple title matches, but nothing's going to beat the Team Briscoe versus Team MJF in I think they said it's a 12-man cage match. I'm not sure. I think it is a cage match, and if If Briscoe's team wins, Mark Briscoe will get his title match against MJF. If MJF's team wins, Briscoe doesn't get the title match, but one of the members of Briscoe's team, who is I think is the TNT champion, is given. It'll be guaranteed a title match as well from MJF. But yeah. Oh. As well as checking. All right, it's 12:35 right now. I'll be going on for quite some time. I might go for about maybe to around another hour. I mean, for an hour or two. And after I do this live stream stuff, I would probably hit to the pool, go for a little swim in that here and there. Relax of the day. And as well, I just forgot to mention as well at Screamers near my place, near the Screamers costume area. There's a celebrity there. It's I don't know the name of the actor, but he's the guy who played the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. He's at the Screamers right now. Just a couple weeks, months, I think about a month or so ago, they had Michael Myers there, and one of the people that also were in the new Halloween trilogy. But now they have
It's coming down. A scream back here. And the noise that was coming from that creature is what was on the recorder here.
Saw it coming up over that ridge up there. It made the most horrible sound I'd ever heard in my life.
I think Bigfoot is an animal that we already know from the fossil record. This is a cast of the lower jaw of what we call the Gigantopithecus.
In this region, the caves produced teeth of a Gigantopithecus, which may have gone extinct as recently as 10,000 years ago, but it's just a bit too much like us for.
It's a fair presumption that this was an erect bipedal animal, standing perhaps 8 feet tall, weighing about 800 pounds, and being visibly covered with hair. And this, of course, is an exact description of an Sasquatch.
Excerpt. Rachel Plex Field Joint. August 6, 2005.
yeah.
Rachel disabled more tracks.
Okay, we got a couple likes going and all that stuff. But yeah.
Also,
Just checking. No, I'm surprised. I did send links out to Brother Kane, but I think he's a little busy. Stephen Hammer recently posted about buying off eBay his bootleg AAA championship. Which don't get me wrong, I maybe once in a while have bought stuff off of eBay. I mean, after all, I have 3 belts I bought off eBay. One of them being my Figs Inc. Silver ECW title, and 2 of my US spinner belts. The one for the kids size and the adult size. So yeah, and I know I'm still waiting for I have a couple things coming in the mail. Still waiting on those. Not sure when they'll come in. But hopefully we'll. All right. Yeah.
it's not pre-made. It's handmade.
Obviously, I'm getting a couple things in the mail, working on those. I'm still waiting on stones to come in to start finishing up and restoning my unified belt for AEW. once we get that going. Because now all that's left to do is the medallion part of the AEW belt. But as well, maybe help my brother restone his finish up restoring his UFC belt, because I only got about maybe 10 stones to replace off that belt for him. So then we probably get like that mark, like number 19 and 20 out of my restone belts to do. Yeah, that's basically most of that I'll be doing. And I'm gonna try to, also want to say to all my uh, people I work with that make belts, I'm gonna announce it right here. I'm gonna try to reduce my purchasing for a little while, because after all, it's getting way out of hand. Especially like because Stephen Hammer talked about it before, how many times how he talked to people that are online, how many times they've been asking for him and also raising the prices and that. He's gonna basically hold off them for a while. Exact same thing me for here. Obviously, he's going for like the WWE shop, FanDuel, AJ's Belts route, and that including eBay. Me, I wish to go to the. I mean, I wouldn't want to go to the home, like you basically the unofficial replica route for all my belts. I know I want to try to get some replicas again. Obviously, still got think about getting the World Tag Team Title replica, maybe a AAA replica if I'm really that into it. But there's also other belts in the collection, like the new NXT title I could get. Like, there's a ton of belts still at WWE shop that I want to get. But as of right now, so far as I know, there's like two. And I am working on other people to get other belts that are currently with WWE in that WWE doesn't release. That was a tasty cheesesteak. Oh, like from Philadelphia, huh? Never beats a Philadelphia cheesesteak. Yeah. I'm gonna be right back. Just give me 1 second. Be right back.
Alaska. Yeah, but what I saw was unlike anything I've ever experienced before.
File of birth tree under camera 7.
One of the first accounts of a deadly encounter with Bigfoot in the United States came from a famous American president. The full revelation next. In his 1893 book, The Wilderness, President Theodore Roosevelt wrote of two travelers who were reportedly stalked and one of them killed by a tall, bipedal creature with a strong, wild stone. Some believe it was the first written account of Bigfoot killed by humans.
I mean, as well, it was a pretty funny thing that I expected. Cheesesteak, that is. Ever had one? Never had a cheesesteak before. But I assume a lot of people enjoy that. Like as well, there's also the meatball subs and stuff like that. I hear about when it comes to Philadelphia. I mean, I'm pretty like my mom has. I mean, had cheesesteaks before, so to her, she probably likes those. But to me, I'm more of a simple guy.
First accounts of a deadly encounter with Bigfoot in the United States came from a famous American president. The full revelation next. In his 1893 book, The Wilderness, President Theodore Roosevelt boat of two travelers who were reportedly stalked and one of them killed by a tall bipedal creature with a strong, wild stone.
If you ever in my area, I'm buying you one. Oh, well, thank you. Well, I'd say thank you, Pez. But I said if I was ever in the Philadelphia area, most likely I want to see the city hall first. You know, the areas for Rocky, because I'm a Rocky fan. If I'm gonna be in the Philadelphia area, I want to go to the city hall where those steps are, and do like every tourist would go there, run up the steps and that, and do the Rocky pose. Just to feel something. But as well, I wanted to go there for most famous landmarks like Independence Hall, where the Declaration of Independence was signed. See the Liberty Bell, all that type of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I would say I would definitely enjoy maybe a cheesesteak or two. But yeah, what else is there to talk about? I could show you Rocky's house. Well, I'm pretty sure I would know where it is because I've seen it on YouTube. There's a lot of people that would visit. Like, I've watched Cinemassacre. He did a film tour in Philadelphia back in the early 2000s when Rocky Balboa came out. He showed off a bit of Rocky's house, Adrian's place, and all that stuff. But if anyone knows particularly about the Rocky movies, it's the City Hall and the steps. Those ain't gonna go anywhere. Like, did you know that Mickey's gym wasn't really a gym at all? The fact the area where they filmed the outside of Mickey's gym was actually a dollar store, and they just posted up like the sign of Mickey's gym before at like during taping, and then after that they would tear it down. I dated a girl back in the '80s whose aunt lived next to the door to Paulie's house. Yeah. Already how about this fact? The steps are the art museum. Yeah. Well, I think they used to have in the movie. They called it City Hall, but then it did become an art museum. But yeah, heard about that. Yeah, and it's funny. And yet it's funny because at the end of Rocky Balboa, they show like tourist videos of people literally running up those steps. Mickey's gym outside was a pizza place. Yeah, but when I was watching that Cinemassacre during the time when he showed the locations, they said it was like a dollar store or something. And the pet store across from Mickey's gym and that, because all the areas were filmed, like Adrian's workplace at the pet store, that place has been closed down for a while. And of course, some other places that were around that were torn down. I think like the area of the bar from the movies were torn down. I mean, a lot of places. Of course, the the meat packing place that is in Philly. Most times they were filmed in Los Angeles. Trust me, I lived there. Okay, so it is a pizza place, but I mean, I would know you probably because you probably did live in Philadelphia. I mean, I know you did live in Philadelphia, but yeah, the statue was most likely the Rocky statue. Is it still there in Philadelphia? Because I know many times they moved it from the top of the stairs down to the side where the steps are. You know, originally it was supposed to most likely just going to be a prop, and that it was going to, and Sylvester Stallone was going to keep it. But I think he said he didn't want it, so he left it in Philadelphia, and it's been up on the steps since the '90s. But then they moved it to a different location. I think it's somewhere inside the art museum. But then they moved it back outside somewhere near the side of the steps. The pet store got torn down. Oh, okay. Yep. You screwed up. Yeah. But I say, well, get this. Burt Young, the one who played Paulie, funny, he played a good role for the Rocky movies because the fact was, I'm pretty sure he helped helped Sylvester Stallone inspire to be for his character in the boxing way. And of course, he would fit the role for Paulie because technically, if you guys didn't know, the actor who played Paulie, Burt Young, back in the day, he was actually a real life boxer. No bullshit. Uh, Burt Young was actually a boxer, I think, back in the 60s or that. Rocky statue was outside the Philadelphia Spectrum for a while, but not no more since the Spectrum got torn down. All right. But I know the Rocky statue is still somewhere in Philadelphia, but I think it's somewhere outside the art museum near the steps where the people will run up and down the steps and then they'll go towards the Rocky statue to do the Rocky pose and take a photo there. I know that the statue's still there. But yeah, the character of Burt Young, he actually was a boxer back in the day, like I think in the 50s and 60s, or near the time of World War II. And he was actually an undefeated boxer. So there's a little fact about that if you didn't know. The actor who played, or who was Burt Young, who played Paulie, I say he did have a good role in the movie, and yet I say he was more of an inspiration for the set, after all, because he is a former boxer. Should be outside the art museum. Remember, I moved out nearly 20 years ago. Well, okay. Well, yeah, it should still be there. I mean, after all, Rocky did help bring fandom to Philadelphia. Most people would think of Philadelphia more about like nowadays it'd be about celebrating America's 250 for Philadelphia, because that's where mostly America was formed and all that, especially about the signing of the Declaration of Independence. But if anyone knows about Philadelphia, of many things, of their cheesesteaks, and of course, the founding fathers and that. Number one, the next thing about knowing about Philadelphia is Rocky. But yeah, another thing as well about fact here about Rocky. I think it's a scene in Rocky 2. Rocky is running down the streets and somebody tossed him an orange or some type of fruit. And the fact thing was that wasn't scripted. In fact, it was an off-key script, but it was a perfect timing. Rocky catches it and he just holds it while he's jogging. Someone was actually trying to deliberately hit Sylvester Stallone in the head with the fruit, and Sylvester saw it and caught it. So they left it in the film. No, and intentionally the guy was trying to hit Sylvester Stallone on camera. And plus, to another fact, when in the Rocky movies, Sylvester Stallone wanted to know what it feels like to be a boxer, so he actually let the actors like hit him. Like he literally would get punched. I mean, not like 100%, but he would definitely get punched by these actors who punch him to feel like he's in a boxing movie. In fact, that was probably come back on him on Rocky 4 when Dolph Lundgren punched him in the chest and nearly hospitalized him, almost killed him. Never go to Pat's or Gino's for a cheesesteak. They are for tourists. Oh, okay. That's the Italian market in South Philly. Yeah, they say someone in that area in the Italian market to try to deliberately hit Sylvester Stallone with a fruit or orange or apple or something, and Rocky caught it. Meant to them, but how someone almost hit Rocky in the head with that fruit and it almost messed up that scene. But yeah, there was also like I say, like the deliberate scene of how Rocky would nearly have someone punch him for real. And when he gone to Rocky 4 with Dolph Lundgren, he was nearly hospitalized, I think, for a week or so in the hospital from when he actually got punched in the chest. And it's funny, my father, moron, literally said about how Dolph Lundgren had the hardest punch, but yet, then again, I don't think that's true. We already see now there are some heavy hitters in real world today that does that. Sorry about this, guys. I was just sending a message. But yeah, and yet to the point that when Sylvester Stallone came back to do the Creed movies, obviously Creed 1 and 2, he wasn't in 3, which I think they're going to stop doing the Creed movies. Yeah, but when in Creed 1, there was a scene in there when he was talking to Michael B. Jordan, how he did the films, how he had someone literally punch him. And Michael B. Jordan's like, come on, man, that's crazy. And then when he had someone deliberately hit him for real, it knocked Michael B. Jordan out on set, and everyone was laughing. It was like I think a deleted scene of not yet a blooper reel. I think they left in the bonus features of the Creed movies, but someone literally let Michael B. Jordan let someone really punch him for real, and he knocked him down onto the mat, and everyone was just like, "Oh shit!" And it was funny as hell. Well, again, if you're ever planning to be in Philadelphia, just let me know, and I'll take you wherever you want to see. Oh, no problem, Pez. I know eventually I want to try to like leave my state and check out areas. Like I've been in the Pennsylvania area before, like when I was coming down from Florida, or I went down to Florida and came back up and was I actually went to DC. I passed a bit through Pennsylvania and then go I don't know if I went to Philadelphia, but I would say I definitely want to hit up that area. You know, Philadelphia's a nice place to visit. I mean, after all, what better place to visit in Philadelphia? Because I know one location I like to visit. This particular area right here, Independence Hall. And now I'm going to put that bill back. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind going to see Independence Hall, the Liberty Bell, and all that stuff. And just toss my wallet back up to the dresser. Just don't want to hit the TV, you know. But yeah, later today it's gonna be AEW's Forbidden Door, but as well WWE has the PLE for the first time, NXT PLE live on cable TV. NXT the Great American Bash on the CW, so I'll be excited to see those two. Try to see if I can watch both at the same time. Who's no? Yeah. So let's check the time right now. It's been going on for over an hour now. Yeah. Almost 1 o'clock. Going on 1 o'clock now, but I'll try to do I'll try to go for about an hour and a half for that, and then maybe Independence Hall is Independence Hall, the Liberty Bell, and Betsy Ross are all in the same area. Well, I bet that because Philadelphia is probably like those areas of Philadelphia. It's probably a small group because I know Philadelphia expanded, but yeah, and I know those would be big hot spots, especially around this time of the year when we talk about the 4th of July. America's 250.
Marked on stage some recruiting. Solo.
But yeah, I'll definitely be getting ready for America's 250. And wouldn't mind going to see the Betsy Ross area in Philadelphia. I mean, after all, when I got the good old original Betsy Ross 13-star flag here, I always have this out when I every 4th of July. I normally would have the 50 stars and stripes. I mean, Old Glory flag out. But then when every 4th of July now, I actually got this one off of eBay. They call it a tea stained Betsy Ross flag. But I said I would definitely always have this one out for 4th of July. And now that now that we have America 250 coming around, it definitely be a flag I'm gonna have out on the 4th, celebrating our independence and celebrating America's 250 as well. And speaking of Rocky, I think when Rocky came about, it was when they were celebrating America's 200. But yeah. I gotta go now. Bye, DM. Nice flag. Thanks, man. You are talking about Halloween earlier. Did you know that Tyler Mane, Michael Myers, was a wrestler? Yes, I knew he was a wrestler back in the WCW era, and he actually now is announced he was diagnosed with breast cancer. I mean, it's rare for men to have it, but yet surprisingly, he announced that he actually now has breast cancer. But yeah, Tyler Mane was indeed a wrestler, and I'd say he was not known to be in wrestling as much, but when he got into the films, obviously now everyone knows him as Michael Myers from the Rob Zombie's Halloween franchise. But bye, dear Holly Wolf. Thanks for being a part of the live stream. Nice flag. Well, thank you. I got one of many flags. I got the also 50 stars and stripes. I'll probably be hanging that one out uh, all through this week until the 4th of July. Obviously, 4th is going to be on next week on Saturday. So it means, was also in Herb Abrams' UWF. Well, yeah, everyone, the show that almost could have triumphed over WWE with Vince McMahon. In fact, that the current belt that the TV belt for UWF, I think is in the possessions of Belt Van Dan's channel, or the guy who I forget the guy's name, but the current guy who owns that title now. And yet, literally, that title of UWF, if you fold it up in a way, it was designed that way because it was Herb Abrams' way to say "F you" to Vince. So both sides of the belt, it says UWF, but when you fold it up, the one side has the F exposed, and the other side has the U exposed. So literally, Abrams did it on purpose. So when he folded the belt and hold it up on TV, it was basically him telling the Vince, "Fuck you," basically that. But yeah. Tyler Mane, I did definitely want to say he definitely maybe not a famous wrestler, but he's known more now as Michael Myers from Halloween. Yeah, if I mentioned that in my one video. Oh, you do have a UWF video. I mean, you did have a UWF championship, but yeah, definitely the title that was used in the UWF. It was folded. If you fold it up, it was supposed to basically. It's Herb Evans did it all the time. That to tell Vince "fuck you" because ever since Vince declined to turn him down, it basically became a rivalry between Herb and Vince. Herb wanted a partnership, if not yet a nice, friendly, you know, cooperation. But Vince was more about monopolizing wrestling, become one big company back in the day. But now we see all that monopolizing just went out the door. He's a big guy in person. Well, I know he's a big boy in person. Well, I know that because I met him before when I went to an Astronomicon and to meet RVD and them. He was there, and my God, that guy was fucking huge. I mean, he's around 7 feet. Yeah, probably the biggest Michael Myers in the franchise, and I say the most destructive. Because technically, he is still known as the first. I mean, not known as now as the only Michael Myers to kill a Academy Award winner. Because now I think that I think James Duchovny now owns that title as well. Or the Michael Myers from Halloween Resurrection now owns that, right? Because since Jamie Lee Curtis now recently has won a Academy Award, has won an Oscar, I think now the actor who played Michael Myers in the Halloween Resurrection can technically say he became the other Michael Myers to kill a Oscar winner. I mean, Tyler Mane can still say he's the first, since the fact technically Jamie Lee Curtis didn't win an Oscar until after the Halloween franchise. But yeah, Tyler Mane can still claim him being the first to kill a Oscar winner. played Sabretooth in the first X-Men movie. Oh yeah, now I remember him. Yeah, as well as that. He played Sabretooth in the X-Men series, including he came back to play Sabretooth with Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Just for a slight cameo. Yeah, I forgot about that. He also played Sabretooth, who was Wolverine's brother. There was also that. Keep on forgetting about the X-Men movies. Yeah, I keep on forgetting Sabretooth. Because he's not, I guess Sabretooth wasn't that much of a character until like X-Men Origins Wolverine movie, where they show more of him and Wolverine and like bondage like that.
Then she tethered herself to the boat, descending to the water.
Agree with that. So, all right.
Is this the whale or something gross? But I forgot what was that? My engine. So, right.
I have an idea. I want to run by you. Okay, Pez. Let me hear it. What's your idea?
So responding to the stress call that just came in about 2 minutes ago. And we'll put back in the schedule, but I think that I am the only vessel within range, so I feel like it's my responsibility to check it out. And well, this protein. I don't see anybody on it. I still don't see anybody.
Black and white, both are vacant. No line. Don't hang.
I don't see what that's for. Oh my God! Oh my God! That looks like blood. It looks like there's blood all over the side of the stone.
I wanted to do a tournament style of main plates on belts by drawing two random belts at a time out of a hat and have two people judge them. But the tournament would exclude Winged Eagle, Big Eagle, and Big Gold. Well, obviously, because everyone's gonna say I done Battle of the Belts here on this channel, and we've seen that the Winged Eagle always ends up winning. But yeah, I would say definitely when it comes to the design wise of Battle of Belts, I would say definitely. Winged Eagle, Big Eagle, and Big Gold always win. So I want to exclude them. Yeah, those are the top tier of title belts everyone knows about. But I'd say if we want to compare, tournament style, what are in your ideas of these tournaments of main plates? Because I'd say I definitely have nearly 60 belts added to my collection, and a lot of them definitely their main plates are definitely cool in their way. Obviously, if we exclude the Big Eagle, the Winged Eagle, and the Big Gold, that also means I'll probably exclude the hardcore title, since technically that is a Winged Eagle. Or would that one be added to the tournament? Well, that's the thing. How many belts? How many main plates are you adding to this tournament? Because like I said, there's multiple ones, and it only excluding by worlds or mid cards or tags. That's it. We want to do this real thing tournament style. I think it also has to be by divisions. Like how they do weight divisions. I think we do it by title divisions. Like a tournament for the world titles, a tournament for the mid card titles, and a tournament for the tags. Because I want to say we give each title a winning chance. If we're going to talk about best design of all time, I say that one could be a tournament down the line. Like each one could be like a champion for the tags, the champion for the mid cards, which either could be IC or US. Is that what I want to find out about? Because there's multiple versions of there's multiple names of mid card titles, and I think that one would be a hard one to choose since they had IC, US, television, European, um, hardcore, the cruiserweights, light heavyweights. Technically, all those count as mid cards. Those ones would be hard. Basically, I have all belts written down in a piece of paper and a hat, and randomly pick 2 belts at a time. It would be broken down by company, like WWE, NWA, etc. Oh, okay. Let's say there's a lot of title designs in that, and some that I have to know about. It sounds like a good idea. I would recommend doing that type of belt. That type of video. And are you gonna do it like where you said you have yeah, where you have people judge them? Are you gonna have it where it's comment section judging? Or are you gonna do like podcast style where you have people on cameras judging it with their own opinions? Because I'd say it all depends on how you do his tournament style. If you're gonna do it off by comment section, I'd say maybe if you have a lot of people that comment in your videos, then I'd say do it like that. But if it takes like a long time to get enough comments on your videos, I'd say try to do it you know, like collab with other people, like podcast style.
Now you're jammed. I'm gonna have to go there.
Let's see. Hmm. I like to do by holding a belt up and comparing it with another belt and have people say right there which they find. Oh, kind of like how I'm doing, like comment section and that, like the battle of the belts. Just I'd say when do you plan on doing this? Because I'd say I'm happy to be part of it and give you my honest opinion.
ocean is dangerous. Right? Person can die very quickly.
Yes. All right. All right. Yeah, definitely. Mhm. I've had the ideas for a bit, but in order for me to do it, I would need to be live like you are, like you are. But need a certain amount of subscribers to go live. Really? I thought. Well, what? How many subscribers do you have? Because I think someone told me you have to reach 500. But then again, I've seen others that say you just need at least 50 to go live. So I don't know if it's 500 or 50, but I know one of those numbers will get you to go do a live stream.
But did find her underwater camera, which unfortunately didn't reveal the mysteries of her disappearance. Instead, we are left to wonder, do they live among us?
University.
Because I think it's between. I'm at 26, so it's gonna be a bit before I can go live. All right, but that's the thing because I didn't know if the number is supposed to be 50 subscribers or 500, but I know you would probably get up there. Hey, Pez. Hey, Iram. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Well, we finally got you guys here. Like I said, we go for a little bit longer. Like I say, maybe see how far to go.
And it's still up. So what? Like that it disappeared by push. Everything.
I was just having my brother message. Man, Night of Champions was banger. Yeah, but it's funny. I did. It's to do a live stream. Oh, okay, so I was right about that. And it's funny. I did a simulation of the matches on my video game, and it's funny. I did say I simulated the matches, the triple threat match between Sammy, Cody, and Gunther. And the first match, Sammy won. Cody won the second, and Gunther won the third. And then at the match that would break it all, the first one to win two matches, it would be Sami Zayn. So my video game simulation did predict that Sami Zayn would win the match. That Jay lost. Definitely, I would agree. Glad to see Jay lose because they're not going that route. And I did predict that one that Obafemi would win. But I was wrong on the other one with Jade and Tiffany. But yeah. Oba versus Jay, I like, but was surprised that there was no interference from Brock. I thought so too, because I would have expected if if Boba wasn't going to win, it was going to be because Brock cost him the crown. I guess they're saving it up for Brock to do something important.
Sensors that detect motion, so whatever comes through here, it'll set it off, and hopefully
They eventually but their tapes.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
I thought Jade was going to win. I thought so too.
Tested sensitivity.
The Seth versus Braun match. That one was a banger too.
Very menacing. Very terrifying. Ethan, just stay calm. Come right back. Well, now's your last chance to go get it. This is not like the tips.
That backpack has the GPS. It has the compass. It has the maps. How are we gonna find our way out of here?
It's gonna have to do it old school.
I should have gone to Boy Scouts.
I agree with him, but most times Stevie thinks differently. Yeah. After all, Jake Gargill got the look, but doesn't have the skill. I mean, after all, one of her matches, her wig fell off, for God's sakes. I didn't even know she was wearing a wig. What will be happening to Vision guy from Brown Breaker lost? Not sure, but I know Seth Rollins is going to basically steer away from the Vision now since he technically just ended that problem.
Yeah. The down and the
Oh, be right back, guys.
I missed it. Look. Snake skins. Snake. Looks like a diamondback water. Poisonous? No. They're very aggressive. But people often mistake them for rabbits. So, no poison. You okay?
I heard something. It's Friday. The day. We're in the middle of this museum swamp. There's a couple of books.
We're not lost in the
Really? How do you know?
Just keep going in this direction. Good. What? What is it?
These are footprints.
It's impossible.
No, these are our footprints from before. Look, it's the water diamond thing that you use.
I say I'm really glad as well that is Vision flop. I'm not sure. They need a new angle. Well, they're building up to have Maxie Dupree join the Vision. It'll be something different. There's some injuries. I agree with that. And after all, we're waiting for Bronson Reed to get cleared and finally return. But yeah. The Vision was okay. But then it didn't last as long as like the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day is still around. I'm probably like Judgment Day is still around after they lost Edge, Damien Priest, and Rhea Ripley, and now Finn Balor. Like the founding members of the Judgment Day are all gone. I agree with that. Yeah. I agree with Reed needs to return.
Please get lost. All kicking my pot. That ain't touching.
Very, very. But no business. It's gonna go now. It's gonna follow the river.
We ain't getting out that.
That's the way out.
Boston on the boats.
Listen,
Yes, the guy.
I'm not.
Local official. Red.
You guys, are you satisfied with champion main event? No, I'm not a Sami Zayn fan. Brock is not a group guy. Yeah. But I would say, yeah. I mean, I'm not a big Sami Zayn fan as well, but I do say I'm glad he won the title at least once. And I know he ain't going to hold the title for that long.
You notice the decrease in more.
Small foot thing. Respected. We expect it. Still, there's certain things you want to do 30 years. You know, we run all places. Let's go.
Yeah. Sammy's a mid card at best and not top tier. I'll admit I was surprised as hell when he won. I was surprised too. But like I said, I do agree the fact that at least he kind of, but there, he's been working in WWE for that long. I think he deserved at least to have one shot at the title. They like me, I'm not a Miz fan. And the fact that he won the WWE Championship twice over Sammy's one time, and yet no, everyone's gonna say Sammy didn't deserve it. What about the Miz? Much stuff he done. You think he didn't deserve to win the title more than once? Have that it factor. Don't worry, Pez. He's going to drop the Undisputed Championship. See, as I say, you ain't going to have it for long.
In 1963, Louisiana residents Harlan Ford and Billy Evans were hunting people swamp. They gave up on the remarkable discovery. They were able to film a mysterious creature they saw. see their actual footage on Lost Tapes Revelation.
Pissed the way WWE using Miz now. I agree. Oh, some of you guys actually like Miz more than Her Road's going 4-time undisputed champion.
So Armin Plank is the evidence next 13.
But I'd say that's fine. You guys, so okay, some of you like the Miz over Sammy, but I'm saying between both Sami Zayn and the Miz, you think Miz deserves? Miz might not be top tier, but definitely upper mid card, US or IC champion. Well, is tag technically mid card, or is that its own type of brand division?
Hear me now.
Yeah.
Seen anything like it? Look at the depression of the heel.
And the best thing of Night of Champions, Zio Sky win and Oba win. Yeah, I love Miz. Well that. Well, then again, you guys' opinion different. But don't get me wrong, Sami Zayn ain't not like my type guys. Then again, think about what they did with Cody. Cody wasn't considered a top guy either until he left and gone on his own. And now look at him; he's a 3-time undisputed champion. Tag is his own division. Anyone could be a champion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like tag ain't a mid card tier. Tag is like tag. It goes like tag, mid card, and then world.
There you go.
Very, very.
Unless y'all run this thing with your gated. Gated is another pretty woman for I can. Oh, it was.
Sure.
With Bud Red unwilling to go into the swamp after dark, Dr.
Tag division is dead now. Well, I just think it needs to build up. That's all. What's the thing? Is it for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT tag divisions all together just dead, or anything like that?
No offense, but means everything's been put under the microscope at this.
You know, what do you apply? Anything by he kept to himself. At night, like a wild wolf. Supposed to be called man. Well,
There's no scientific basis for that. It's just a local version of the boogeyman.
there's no words out here, ain't there? Always feel like this. Open out here.
Did you watch Supergirl? No, I did not watch Supergirl yet. Hold on, let me see this. Remember when Braun Strowman was tag champion with a child before? Yeah, I remember that. I think that was what, WrestleMania 34, maybe? Did I watch Supergirl? Yeah, we remember. Supergirl is a flop. Is gonna flop hard. Well, I'm not sure. I want to see it right now, but I've seen I'm pretty sure, but I did see the Best and Last Jackass movie, and to me, that movie was kind of like a 50-50 thing because half the movie was just basically showing. Don't say that. I'm not trying to be mean. Just be honest. But then again, Pez wasn't much of a DC fan, were you? Man, I'm not sure how Supergirl's gonna be, other than the fact that I have Jason Momoa playing Lobo. I think it may be an okay movie, but I did see Jackass Best and Last on Friday when it came out, and half the movie was just basically recapping the previous four movies, like showing skits they had done in the past, like scenes from the first Jackass movie, Jackass number two, Jackass 3D, and of course the Jackass Forever movie. They only had like 6 or 7 skits of new ones they did, and the rest was just basically stock footage, and I think 1 or 2 unreleased things they did that you haven't seen on the movies. Should give more screen time to Lobo. Lobo has only 10 minutes screen time. Oh, okay. It just seems like female hero movies in general, DC and Marvel, haven't done well. Captain Marvel would hit. Maybe, but who's to say? I keep track of stuff here. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Yeah, I was just checking my messages. Yeah. I'd say some female. I said She-Hulk was a flop. I mean, yeah, I agree with that with She-Hulk because it's nothing like you would think of the comic books in that. And maybe hopes we'll see something better with other female related like movies. Who's to say? But yeah, I definitely want to check out Supergirl. After all, I am a Superman fan. I definitely will check that out. But anyway, I think we're having a little bit of problems, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna probably end this live stream here. So thank you guys so much for being part of the live stream. Thank you for all the likes. We're gonna get about 5 or 6 likes. I'm gonna end the stream here. We go and get some swimming done and all that. But guys, I will be back next week, and obviously nothing against female heroes, just like the character from Alien, Sarah Connors from yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go a little bit swimming, so I'll see you guys later. Hopefully, see you guys next week. So, thank you again, Pez. Thanks again, Iram, and all that. Shouts to Pez. Check out his channel. Mostly involved with wrestling belts. Shouts to Dex, who got me doing these live streams. He does live streams on his own channel, mostly with music, but he also has another channel called Wrestle Chat Talk. Involved with wrestling. You may see me every now and then there. Shouts to Brother Kane, another good friend of mine. Check out his channel, mostly involved with wrestling video games and wrestling related skits. Shouts to Stephen Hammer. Check out his channel. Him about sorry, about belts as well. Yeah, but before watching Supergirl, you have to watch Peacemaker season 2. Well, I would if I can. Watch Equilibrium. A lot of movies you guys are telling me about watching. It's like I can't watch everything, you know. I only have the amount of time to watch what I can watch. Yeah, I'll try to watch them if I can. But anyway, I'm gonna get going. So thank you guys so much for checking those guys out. And again, for everyone that's been watching my live streams, if you're new to my channel, what I'm all about, especially about these bad boys right there. Yeah. Next stream date, obviously it's gonna be hold on, there we go. Just do a little bit of adjusting with the camera here and there. But yeah, next stream date's gotta be obviously next Saturday and Sunday. Obviously next Saturday being magic. Yeah. Next Saturday being the 4th of July, so it'll be a 4th of July special video of DMTombstone Live. So, and be joined that day, so thank you guys so much for being a part of that. It's kind of magic. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Again, like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Bye, guys. I'll see you next week. And if you are on earlier, I'll try to see what I can do at this time. You know, a lot of things could be coming up. But as well, again, check my main channel out. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'm only 4 away. Bypass. Yeah, bypass. I'm only 4 subscribers away from reaching 900. And eventually I want to do a 900 subscriber celebration video. As well, do an announcement of the giveaway. Okay, guys. But as well, yeah, don't forget to ring that notification bell to start matches so you guys be notified for when I do videos and live streams. Again, next week it'll be a 4th of July special of DMTombstone Live happening there. So yeah, watch those and other videos coming up. And don't forget to follow me on my social media, like on DMTombstone96 on X and DME96 on Instagram, where I may post stuff there if I post stuff here on YouTube. And again, thanks you, Iram, Pez, and all my other fellow fans. I'm DM Tombstone Belts, and for DM Tombstone Live, signing off. See you guys next week. Have a good day, everybody.